The U.S. solar manufacturing trend continues with more announcements of plants opening up in the U.S. Innovations continue in solar panels, making them larger and more efficient. And a new Dutch electric vehicle company has announced a 500-mile range vehicle with solar panels integrated into the car itself to increase mileage range. I'm Jay Warmke with Blue Rock Station, and this is the news from the solar industry for the week of January 16th. All right, so getting to some of those announcements about domestic manufacturing of solar panels. Well, JA Solar has announced that they're going to be opening up a facility in Phoenix, Arizona. They're anticipating investing about $60 million into this facility. It's going to be production capability of about 2 gigawatts. They do anticipate creating about 600 jobs at that location. This is a Chinese firm. It's one of the largest solar manufacturing companies in the world, founded in 2005. And continuing along that trend, Q-Cells has announced that they are going to be opening up a facility, actually expanding their facility in Dalton, Georgia. Currently, they have about 1.7 gigawatts of manufacturing capability at that location. They're hoping to expand it to about 5.1 gigawatts, adding about 2,500 jobs in Georgia. Now, they are looking to invest about $2.5 billion into creating what they're calling a complete supply chain for solar within the U.S. Now, how that differs is that they're looking at manufacturing the solar ingots, slicing them into wafers, making the solar cells, and assembling the solar panels all here in the United States. Now, this is part of the result of the Inflation Reduction Act that incentivizes domestic production of solar panels if you're installing panels made in the U.S. We've seen in recent months there have been a number of manufacturing plants announced in Georgia, California, New York, Indiana, Ohio, Alabama, Texas, Minnesota, Florida, Arizona, Washington, and South Carolina. So they're going in all over. Speaking of expanding into solar, BP has announced that they're going to be building a 134 megawatt solar array in Fulton County, Ohio, which is just west of Toledo. This is enough capacity to power about 20,000 homes. This has been purchased. The power from this has been purchased by Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook. And construction will be handled by Lightsource BP. This is a subsidiary of British Petroleum. They do have plans to develop about 20 gigawatts of solar by 2025 and up to about 50 gigawatts in the U.S. by 2030. Jinko Solar has announced a new line of products. They call them the Tiger Neo solar panels. These are part of the process of getting bigger and more efficient solar panels out there on the marketplace. They have a 54-cell panel that is 445 watts, 22.27% efficient. They have a 72-cell solar panel that is 615 watts, and a 78-cell solar panel at 635 watts. So we're seeing panels getting bigger and bigger and more efficient. Sanova has announced that they are partnering in with SolarEdge on the home battery system. This is part of SolarEdge's DC-coupled system, and it has a 9.7 kilowatt-hour battery that is incorporated into this with 5 kilowatts of continuous power available. The battery itself retails for around $9,000 and has a 12-year warranty. So we're seeing a lot more batteries installed in residential systems. This is one example of them. And in this is pretty cool news, a Dutch company, Lightyear, has announced that they're taking orders for the Lightyear 2. It's going to go into production in late 2025. This is an electric vehicle with a 500-mile range. It's set to cost about $40,000, will initially be available in the United States, the European Union, and the UK. This actually has solar panels that are integrated into the hood and the roof of the car itself, which is said to extend the range on a sunny day by about 50 miles over the course of the day, where those solar panels are going to continually charge the batteries. Already they have about 21,000 pre-orders, primarily from leasing companies as well as ride-sharing companies such as Uber and the like. This is their second production car. They did launch the Lightyear Zero, which was launched in June of 2022 with production beginning in November of last year. And that's the news from the solar industry for this week. We'll see you next week.